Well, it's official. CFTC are talking about virtual currency pump and dump schemes, and they're also mentioning on an official document to the moon. We're going to see this in a moment. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's unnecessary for me to make the video way too long. We're just going to briefly look at it. And the main thing we're going to look at is what they are advising us that we should be looking out and what we should do in order for us to be safe when it comes to pump and dumps. Now, if you are involved with cryptocurrency, you know that this is happening pretty much on a daily basis. Sometimes it's quite big when influential, let's say, people on Twitter, on some chat groups, obviously do this. We've seen this time and time again. It happened with Tron, it happened with Verge, it happened with few other coins. I'm not going to mention any names. I'm not making this video because of that, but because of the CFTC document. But I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Yes, the best thing to do is try to stay away from it, because there are ways that you can, well, you could end up making quite a good amount of money, but you can also end up losing quite a bit of money, especially if the pump and dumps is happening on a coin that it's a dead coin, and as soon as the pump and dump it's over, this coin would not go anywhere. Usually you would see pump and dumps happening on good coins as well, and even if you buy on the hype or in the pump and then the price fall, if you're prepared to wait, you will end up, in my opinion, getting your money back and possibly making profits, but it could take quite some time to do so. So the US Commodity Futures Trading Commission CFTC is advising customers to avoid pump and dump schemes that can occur internally traded, a new alternative virtual currency and digital coins or tokens. Customers should not purchase virtual currency, digital coins or tokens based on social media tips or sudden price spikes. Throughout research virtual currency, digital coins, tokens, and the companies or entities behind them in order to separate hype from facts. Well, you obviously, most of the times we do invest when we do research on social media and so on. It's not advisable to obviously invest when the price is spiking, especially if it's spiking out of nowhere, and that it's an indication that maybe a pump and dump is happening. But to say that you shouldn't really invest into cryptocurrency because of social media tips and things like that, I mean, in the end of the day, that's how we're learning most of the information anyway, a lot of times. Yes, if it sounds too good to be true in terms of the information you're getting on the social media, then you should be careful, or at least try to find more information on other channels, on other groups and so on before you do your investment. And this, it's not a financial video advice. Please do bear that in mind. They talk about the old way, the boiler rooms, the way they used to pump and dump things and so on. They talk about now the old scam, new technology, and some of these pumps and dumps groups and chat rooms contains thousands of members. The member subscribes to the group and follow the conversations. They indicate when the next pump and dump will occur. On the day of the scam, the organizer counts down the buy signal. I'm guessing they've copied this obviously from one of those chat rooms. 15 minutes left before the pump. Get ready to buy. 5 minutes till pump. Next message will be the coin. Tweet about us and send everyone the link on Telegram for outsiders to see what we're pumping so they can get in on the action too. Let's take it to the moon. Now, that's a nice one. Seeing let's take it to the moon on CFTC document. But there you have it, folks. That's exactly what pump and dump looks like on one of those chat groups, which I've seen it once. I don't invest in or I don't try to make money on pumps and dumps. I think there are risks involved. Obviously there are risks involved because first, you don't know who is doing really this pump and dump. If you're not into the tight group and you don't know exactly what's happening, sometimes when they are posting this on the group, the actual pump could be already in place and the price could be spiking before you even finding out which coin is it. By the time you get in there, you're seeing that the price is already high. You buy because you're thinking it's going to go even higher, but instead of actually going any higher, it starts pulling back. So please do be careful. The next post announces the coin that will be bid up, followed by the exchange platform where the pump will take place, because those pumps and dumps are pretty much happening on all platforms, or I should say on all exchanges. And yes, it's hard to know which exchange is going to do it, although they tend to be, from what I've seen when I watch exchanges and price spikes and whatnot, I've seen quite a lot happening. And I'm not saying anything bad about Tron on Verge, but I've seen this happening quite a lot of them. They tend to use coins that are very cheap, so you can obviously buy large amount, and also anyone can pretty much participate because you can buy coins because they're very cheap. and you then are looking at an exchange that obviously supports those type of coins. I'm not going to mention any names because it's nothing wrong with the exchange. People are just using those exchanges because they offer those coins. Moving on, you can read what's happening, and the reason they're actually making this is because these pumps and dumps are currently a large unregulated cash market for virtual currency and digital tokens, typically on platforms that offer a wide area of coins pairings for traders to buy and sell. But the main reason being is that the CFTC has received complaints from customers who have lost money to pump and dump schemes. Now, I'm not quite sure why would anyone lose money when it comes to pump and dump if greed wasn't involved, or they willingly participated in the hopes that they're going to end up making money, but they obviously did not. And that's why I said sometimes when you watch these groups, by the time you read some of the information, the pump it's already happening. By the time you go into the actual exchange and see which coin is it, obviously after it's been mentioned, the price is already in the move, you buy, but it could be too late because you just, these people would never reveal. I've never seen anyone revealing at what point they're going to sell or at what point the pump is going to stop and they're going to start dumping and whatnot. They're only mentioning that pump and dump is going to happen to a coin, and that's it. And I've seen it happening on an exchange, watching prices. As I said, on Tron, suddenly the price started to spike out of nowhere. Obviously, there's no news happening with Tron. It's just a pump. But, if you are even involved on those groups, you would not see, they would not mention it when the price would stop, because if they mention that, everyone would know when to come out. And obviously, if everyone knows that, it's not going to be an effective pump and dump. So, while its regulatory oversight authority over commodity cash markets is limited, the CFTC maintains general anti-fraud and manipulation enforcement authority over virtual currency cash markets as a commodity in interstate commerce. In addition, some of the coin exchanges are taking measures to identify and block accounts to participate in pump and dump activity. This is the advice they are giving us: protect yourself. The best protections for customers to only purchase alternative virtual currency, digital coins or tokens that have been truly researched, and I agree on that. Unless you're trying to make money on a pump and dump, of course you should invest into digital currency, virtual currency, tokens, whatever, after doing a good research for yourself. Do your own due diligence and don't rely just on people telling you, oh, this is going to be good or that, and just on a single source. You tend to want to find more sources if you are investing into a proper coin that has a good future. Don't purchase digital coins or tokens because of single tip, especially if it comes over social media. These days the only resource, the only information we do tend to get is from the social media. Where else are you supposed to get it? The people that obviously are working on the coins, they even give us the information on a social media. They don't put it on the newspaper, so I don't know where else can we find the information except social media. Don't believe ads or websites that promise a quick wealth by investing in certain digital coins or tokens. Do not participate in pump and dump trades. I agree on that. If you're not willing to lose money, because unfortunately sometimes you make money, sometimes you lose money, don't participate in it. This is the reason I don't get involved with pump and dumps, because I'm not prepared to lose my money, because again, as I said already, I don't know when it's going to end. You just never know. Market manipulation is against the law and many participants end up losing money. There is no such a thing as guaranteed investment or trading strategy. If someone tells you there is no risk of losing money, do not invest. And also you can see blow the whistle on pump and dump schemers. If you actually know that there is a pump and dump happening, if you have original information that leads to a successful enforcement action that leads to monetary sanctions of 1 million or more, you could be eligible for monetary awards of between 10% and 30%. So there you have it. If you know of an actual pump and dump happening for quite large amount of money, you could actually end up making some money. Of course, you're going to have to check the CFTC website and check out more about this. That's it from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. The link will be down below to this document so you can read it for yourself full. Be careful out there, definitely when it comes to pumps and dumps. There are many coins that have been pumped and dumped. Some of them obviously just for a short period of time, and they are very successful coins. They have a great future ahead of them, but unfortunately there are also coins that only get pumped and then dumped, and if you are holding them, you may never see your money back again. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the channel. Feel free to subscribe and share. Follow me on Twitter. See you on the next one. Bye.